Welcome back to consecutive day 1222, the diary of a runpreneur. And today's episode, I want to talk to you about the Yorkshire Marathon 2023. Is it the right decision? So remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1222, the diary of a runpreneur. And today's topic is the Yorkshire Marathon 2023, the 10-year anniversary of the event. Is it the right decision for me? And the reason I want to talk about this today is that I've lots of things have kind of gone against me in the build up to this event, mainly injuries. So first and foremost, I've had plantar fasciitis in my left foot for the last 5 months. It's far better than it was, but it's still probably a good 20% or so from being back to full fitness. So I've got 80% ability in my left foot. As a result of having plantar fasciitis for so long, my right leg is overcompensated, so I have a calf strain and a quad strain in my right leg. Very minor, but it's there, and it's something I can feel, something that I can psychologically know is there, which is a dangerous thing. Added to the fact that I'm actually going for a PB, crazily. I feel I've got an outside shot, if I was fully fit, of getting sub 3 hours 15. Due to the injuries, I'm going to be going for sub 3:35. Sub 3:30 would be amazing. Sub 3:35 would be also amazing. But if I can just get under 3:38, it would be a PB for me. So they're the kind of levels that I'm looking at. But the other impact is I've done quite a few ultras and marathons during this running streak, and they just don't get any easier, obviously. Even though I'm putting serious miles in my legs, it's consecutive daily running every day up to the marathon. My daily average is 7.5 kilometres, and even in the build up to marathons, I don't usually drop off below 7 kilometres. I'll just run at a much slower pace to try and get a little bit of recovery running in prior to the event. And then it's the running every day after. It is brutal, and I would go as far to say that doing ultras in a running streak are easier than doing a marathon. And the reason for that is that marathon is so universally, globally linked with various times. People know what is a quick marathon and what isn't, which puts a huge amount of pressure on. So you go out in a marathon with the time in mind, well, most people do. Whereas ultras, it's generally more about finishing. And that's because people don't really know what a good time is for an ultra, because ultras obviously vary considerably in the type of ultra, varying distances, etc. So whereas marathon, if you're running a typical marathon race, the only kind of difference will be obviously temperature, terrain, elevation. But unless you're doing a mountain range marathon, people are expecting the general times to be applicable. People know that kind of sub 4 hours is a target for the kind of everyday runner, and the kind of runner who's more serious wants to get sub 3, or certainly down close to sub 3. And ultimately I think that I've got sub 3:15. Whether I could go much lower than that, who knows, but I do think I've got sub 3:15 in me, which is going to be a target for 2024. So yeah, I mean, the challenges with the running streak, the most important thing in my running journey is my purpose and my mission to save the lives of children. I want to raise at least £1 million for children's causes, and I won't stop until I do that. That's my pledge. But you know, although I'm partially in control of that, I could get knocked down by a car or freak injury and the streak will end. So I've always got that pressure, and that's why these decisions are so hard, because Yorkshire Marathon, should I be running a marathon with injuries? Even if I was a everyday type of runner, having lots of rest and that, I would still be, my advice to others would be no. But my silly mind and my focus, my resilience, my challenge, my competitiveness drives me to want to do it, to prove to myself as much as any what I can achieve. So I'm going to do it. I just hope that I can come through it unscathed, and I need to be very, very mindful that should I get any niggles that become more than niggles during the event, I need to be prepared to slow right down and just nurture myself or nurse myself back in. Don't care about the time. So easier said than done when you're in a race and you put in the training, and I have put in the training. You probably wouldn't notice because I'm running every day and my pace has increased. I'm very consciously aware of how many kilometres a week I do and the average speed in which I do those kilometres, as I have an algorithm which predicts my performance time in a marathon. But I'll talk about that in a separate episode. So my learnings from my diary are that life is full of challenges, and I think there are sensible ones and there are, to be quite frank, quite idiotic ones. And I think the key thing in decision making when you're partaking in challenges is to know when to go and know when not to go, and or know when to go and know when to slow is probably more applicable. So if it turns out that I'm struggling, I need to understand that and slow myself down to preserve my body to live to fight another day. And I think too many people push themselves to the absolute limit, and obviously there are consequences of that. So let's hope that I can come through it unscathed. I will be doing more comments and topics about my thought process in the build up to this race. It's just over a week away now. So that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. As the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge and how you can get involved is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.